Maybe it's in the gutter where I left my lover. What an expensive fate.
I think this VP lineup is just solid 1 through 5, and I think you talk about the Beastmaster was already on board when the Jug was picked, so you already have a way to deal with that spell immunity, and yeah, it is.
Those do not have True Strike like your slashes did in the previous iteration. So a hero like PA will actually have 50% dodge to the entire Omni Slash, and in addition, that Lich ult, Lich Frost Shield, 60% damage
but
reduction.
This is one where you can get the damage out, the spin from Arteezy. Nothing could stop his movement forward to Ramses, who came just a little bit too close.
Impactful, because all of a sudden, he's twice the level of anyone in this lane. And he could be level 9 or 10 when these guys are still 4.
Tosses back Roger. The Frost Shield did come up, which means Arteezy's damage, not as much as he would like into Roger, but he's still got enough. Find a crit, get a kill. A 1-for-1 trade-off, support for support. They're questioning their tri-lane up on top when you got double catapult waves
the dive bottom.
pushing in, and yep, Pasha, TP out, he's gonna go all the way back to base, while top lane, Avalanche is there from Crit, tossing up, and once again the Frost Shield is out for the spin, focus from Arteezy, they want that Shadow Shaman down, he's their big controller. If he can just keep the shackles up, but it does not happen. The double catapult through the work, and he's actually looking for PA. PA can Phantom Strike out, but then again, that Surge. Darkseid's got 4 points up in Surge with the Prophet Ultimate. Samael will join in and go against Pasha, sprout him up and control him so S4 can just run further away. The Rogers moved into S4, needs to use the fact to cancel that one out. Samael has no way to escape back out. He was looking for the damage output, but he took so much more because the medallion was already available for the Beastmaster with Roar up and the shackles. S4 with the shock, the ball from Pasha will find the kill. Not the greatest of chaining from Virtus Pro, but it works.
That was a slight miscue from S4. I don't think he expected Roar to be off cooldown, and that can happen. You lose track of it, because since it wasn't used on Sumail, you assume, okay, he doesn't have it, but unfortunately comes up just in time to ensure the kill. And then there's this very convenient bottom shrine that they're going to collect as well. Tower does go down, as you said. PA only level 3, but that was such an important death because now Darkseer's unable to continue pressuring into the PA. He's going to collect at least 3 free creep waves because of it.
They're hunting for the kill on Shaman. It's a little too easy when Crit can see him with the tree and spawned up. They can body block out Roger. One more attack will do the work, and he actually just Wrath of Nature's him.
Yep, he bought the bracer though. Good kill, but I always respect a player that ensures he loses absolutely no gold. It's
like S4 with the Dominator up, he can just add so much pressure towards the towers. 4 points up in Surge.
Oh, look this
such high movement speed with no one's movement. He'll banish him up. That's going to waste almost the entire duration of Surge. He'll have one quick push back, but with Tiny hanging around, a lot more confidence for Evil Geniuses. However, not up on top. Virtus Pro is pushing. Omni Slash out with the silence. Shadow Shaman can do absolutely nothing to stop Arteezy getting that kill.
You gotta be careful if you're Artur, I think.
Oh, the Raw. Pasha needs to create some space. He's got the Hawk up in the trees. He's turning around to try and battle against Fly. Arteezy and Samael will take care of the boards, but Pasha, the damage output. Fly just goes down and Pasha has no...
What items are optimal, and I think he made the right decisions here.
Even the sustain, like Arcane Boots to come in for the Tiny, he can start spamming out because you haven't got a lot of money into Crit so far, so he's going to have a couple of mana problems, but that's why he works with the Darkseer. The Avalanche reaches down to the Lich, and the Iron Shelled up Hellbear Smasher doing some work, but he can't do enough as no one, the vac from S4 cannot back away in time. You still have Lich dying.
Null, and he ended up falling off and not accelerating like you would have hoped. We've seen Midas on this hero, we've seen rushed Kayas, faster blinks. This may come back to haunt him if he gets outscaled.
It does feel good though to go up against Nature's Prophet when Prophets are called. There's no being controlled inside the Sprout once he gets this crit. Surge forward, tosses back, so easy. You don't need a Blink Dagger when you've got a Darkseer level 4 Surge controlling the Shaman, hold him in the Sprout and bring him down. And it was Shaman who was committing the Mass Serpent wards. It was VP who wanted that tier 1.
Have any vision in the enemy jungle. They're just blindly going to run up a high ground and hope they find somebody.
Oh, that's why they have Hawks. Beastmaster always his vision advantage, and he sees an isolated Juggernaut waiting for the camp to spawn up, but it doesn't, so he must know he's visible. Mass Serpent wards down, Beastmaster still has the Roar to lend in, and that's why they have the perfect chain stuns, combining with the Ether Shock. Arteezy brought down by Pasha. A large amount of money for him, but the rebuttal's coming in on bottom lane. A double damage Tiny surged forward, looking for an opening. Samel will join him, TPing into the tree line over on the side, but the push, it's the 4-star saving his life. The Frost Shield will slow him down, but S4, he's so fast with Surge. Solo has to let the ulti go, but they won't really get the bounce off it. Samel just backed off, and they still have to follow up slows. Evil Geniuses, another avalanche through. It connects over on the Shadow Shaman, and the Soulbind connects them all together. Toss up, throw them around, but where's this kill damage? No one's still alive. Drops the Eclipse. EG took way too long to find the kill they wanted. All they got was the Lich, but they did not get the OD. 4-star forward, catching out Samael. Fly will hang around. No one will turn around to join that fight, but with a buyback in from Tiny, do they worry about this? Pasha doesn't have his draw up, but everyone is available here from VP. They committed. They were committing. Everyone was down there. They felt the confidence to fight. So you just go for it. Crit's going to look for the same thing up on top for Ramses. Phantom Strikes once again, back to that range creep.
See, so I like this from no one. Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa. They actually found Nature's Prophet, Samael, underneath the Hawk. Wants to TP out, but the vision's available. I think he actually just dies from the Astral.
He's going for a build I don't see very often on Prophets nowadays. The Pasha is huge, and S4's Darkseer, after such an incredible start, he's fallen off. And part of that is just because of how much he's been rotating.
Yeah,
this is
top lane. S4, slowed up too much. The damage output.
Yep.
It's amazing how much it is from Pasha. A full Solar Crest to go with his Vlads.
Yeah.
And he's going to build into a beat. Already they have to retreat. Top lane was being pressured. Was the Juggernaut doing that? Nice scan from Dire. EG no, but he's still walking into it. Is he trying to bait this one? The Soulbind down from Fly. They can get the double silence off, but no one just BKB. S4 has to surge away, but the Eclipse! Crit and S4! Say goodbye, Sunny Jim. TZ's at least able to spin out this one. He has Omni Slash available. A lot of units to work against. Does he just let it rip? Maybe now while the Chain Frost is bouncing back over to him. He can't get away. Samael's trapped in both wards and his own trees. That's what gave him the vision inside. No buyback for Samael. This looks horrendous so far.
And it just feels like, again, EG, you've got Prophet, Darkseer, Jug, and from the 10 to 18 minute mark, it felt like there was almost no aggression output on the map, and somehow VP, like, this Roche is so key. Games are ending so fast, Toby.
Yep.
Aegis control is everything, and all of a sudden, you have a level 20 Beastmaster and OD parked outside your base, and I have no idea how you fight them.
You kind of don't. Prophet's taking the tier 2 tower up on top. S4 wants to delay it with a vac wall. He'll only end up catching one, and the Hex onto Tiny came so quickly. They'll drop the Sanity's Eclipse, and Tiny, the Crimson Guard, won't protect him. Even the Sinister Gates pulled S4 back into the fight, so no one with 24 stolen intelligence and the jump forward. It's a blink on Shaman into the shackles. This may just be the game right now. They're battling under the Mass Serpent wards.
Cementing your lead in the mid game and actually taking objectives, pushing the limits versus just farming passively.
He really wants this, but that's a double damage over on Ramses, jumping in deep. The Soulbind is quite decent, and Shaman's already popped off. The Chain Frost will be dispelled, but Crit, the damage output onto him is just way too much.
You gotta look to do something. You're 2 racks down, Roche is respawning in 2 minutes. That cannot be given away. A Cheese OD and an Aegis PA is almost certainly the end of this game. BKB flying out to Ramses as we speak.
The courier flew over from EG. It flew over the observer board that's inside their base. And while
VP's 5, they know it.
While they didn't use the smoke that was on the courier, they still ended up smoking, and the courier was revealed.
What a BKB!
He had the BKB. He knew they would jump in on him. Crit, the Sprout tries to protect him from Samael, but it cannot do anything. Chris out 50 seconds. The Stifling Dagger split out, and the Eclipse. They just can't walk away. Evil Jesus. Sinister Gates dragging S4 back in. He wanted to fight around his own wall. The TP, no, the Shackle. It cancels it out. Hex up RTZ. He's down for the count. Buyback is available, but really, this game, it's over. Like, VP are way too strong, and they're going to come for the GG push now.
What a play by Ramses. Like, the balls on this kid. That's the sort of play that I'm not even going to try to make. BSJ tries and fails and dies, and Ramses just casually, he's like, you know what? Well, I just got my BKB, I'm trying to use it.
Ramses is a professional player. Let's just throw that one out there from your 2 examples you had.
Oh, that's just game. All right.
Tier 4 towers, they're already going down. A Crimson Guard protection from S4 will delay things up a little bit, but you know they want to fight again, and the intel is still built up. It's 44 intelligence on the OD. He wants to fight. The spin damage is actually quite good, but now the shackles control even better. GG, well played. Virtus Pro, they look strong, they look in control, and Evil Geniuses, well,
Man.
they need a plan that they're all together on.
Yeah, VP played great, and not to take anything away from them, but that was just it felt like a